we made plans with 2 other families that we were going to go to the water park together, okay? The other husband, Jake, from the other family, he called me up. He said, hey, man, there's a lot of us. Why don't we get 2 cabanas? That way we have somewhere to sit, and that way we're all comfortable. I said, great idea. He said, we'll get 2 of them, and we'll split it 3 ways. I said, great idea. He goes, we'll get 2 of them, and you book it. That way they're together. I said, no problem. I went over to my wife to ask her to book the cabanas because booking cabanas is her department. So I went over to her and I said, hey, baby, can you book 2 cabanas? And then she goes, why do we need 2 cabanas? I said, because I'm asking, pretty girl, can you please book 2 cabanas? Are you sure that we need 2 cabanas? Yeah, it's the second time I've said yes. I am sure that we need 2 cabanas. So pretty girl, if you could please book 2 cabanas. Well, I don't want to have to pay.
The dead live, the dead live! It's Jesus, run for your life!
I felt sorry for the disciples, though, you know? These guys had the toughest job in the world because they could never call in sick. Yeah, listen, Jesus. Yeah, listen, 4 or 5 of us went fishing last night. We forgot our sweaters. And we've kind of got a cold, and we're not going to be able to walk to Jerusalem with you today. What? We're healed? All right, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. All right, come on, guys, let's go. We're healed! I figure he's like everybody else, so I'm sure he had his off days. Come on. You know, be hanging out in the bar, trying to relax, get away from the action. Blind guy would come in and go, is Jesus here? Is Jesus here? Jesus would be in the corner going, tell him at the temple.
But when no one was looking, we took their sign down and we made up our own sign. We stuck it up there. Our sign said, intercom broke. Please shout your order. People just pull up. Shout your order. I want a number 3! We had so much fun with that one, man. After a while, we just made up all kinds of weird signs just to see if people would do it. You know? Free Whopper if you can lay a patch of tire rubber from here to the second window.
Your cell phone rings and you don't recognize the number. What do you do? Ignore it. Ignore it. Don't answer it. Not me. I like life. The other day, my cell phone rang 917. That's a New York number. I didn't know who it was. I picked it up anyway. I hit talk. I said, hello. Guy on the line goes, hey, Bruce, what's going on? My name's Jay, not Bruce. So I said, nothing much, man. What's going on with you? And he said, I'll tell you what's going on. I just got an email about the budget. It's supposed to be $15,000. Now it's $10,000. And I'd like to know what's up. I got excited in my chest. I grabbed the steering wheel. I was like, okay, focus. Your name is Bruce. There's a budget. It was $15,000. Now it's $10,000. No one's happy about it. That's all we know. That's all we know. So I just repeated back to him what he said to me, and I go, 10,000 is supposed to be 15,000. He goes, yeah, I know. Well, I just got an email, and now it's 10. I go, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. I've been on the road all day. I haven't even seen it. Did you send this out? I give him some attitude to Bruce. I didn't like it. I said, listen, man, the budget was $15,000. We had a couple extra expenditures. It went up to $16,200. I reworked it, got it down to $14,700. I had $300 to play with, so I called it $15,000, and I sent it out. And he goes, yeah, well, now it's 10, man. And I was like, oh, my God, that worked. That worked. Phase 1 complete. Phase 1 complete. Like, now I'm in the door. I have a 401k. I was at the Christmas party, okay? So he goes, did Larry okay this? I go, listen, man, I took the budget to Larry. Larry said it looked fine, but I knew it was my ass on the line, so I ran it by Jennifer, just in case, just to double check. Jennifer said it looked good. I sent it out. He goes, yeah, well, now it's 10, man. And I realized this guy has no idea what's going on over there. He hasn't talked to Larry. I know he hasn't talked to Bruce. He doesn't even recognize my voice. I know he didn't talk to Jennifer.
My dad's funny. I love my dad, but I locked my keys in my car at my dad's house not too long ago. He's like, oh, yeah, brother, I'll be right back. So my dad runs in the house. He gets this wire coat hanger, comes out and undoes that coat hanger. I'm like, what you gonna do, MacGyver? Shut up, I'm gonna open that door. He takes that coat hanger, 5 seconds, he opens that car door. Takes a hanger, he goes, Timmy, here's what you do. Take that coat hanger, put that in your trunk. I'm gonna let that line marinate just for a second. I don't have a punchline for that. It just freaks me out. You know what I'm saying?
One thing that's gone forever is coughing in public. That's a wrap. I mean, you drink water wrong at a restaurant, just go walk in traffic. The whole restaurant just stops. Your table would be like, get out of here, get out of here. And you know who that's going to hurt the most to cough in public? My parents. That's what I feel, because that's one of their favorite things to do, is cough in public. They love it. That's all they do. They cough everywhere. My dad's choking constantly. Just always, if he's not choking, that's when we get worried. That's how much choking he's doing. We go to a restaurant, and they're like, is your dad okay? I'm like, oh, I didn't even, yeah, that's just what he does, you know?
The time you were 9, if you got my dad a beer, your reward was a sip. I'm pretty sure that's not in any parenting handbooks today. Here, take a sip of that. Don't tell your mother that's my boy. And the old man knew what he was doing, because by the 4th beer, I was going for him. I got you, babe. You need one? I'll get it right over there. By the time I was 12, his buddies had come over. I'd come out in the living room like a vendor. Beer here. Oh, beer.